I love it when you leave something in the comments that I see is something that could extraordinarily grow people's businesses. And that's what today's video is about. There was a comment a couple weeks back from somebody asking me if I could make a video on how to make the viral discbound notebooks. As somebody who's a huge notebook fan, I thought, of course I would, because these notebooks are so versatile. And that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to take you through how to make these yourself on Maker World, and we're going to talk about the different ways that they can be used to grow your business. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ashley. I have grown a six-figure bakery from my home, and I'm now taking what I learned to build that business to build our 3D printing business. But this time, I'm showing you how to do it along the way because I think that everybody has it in them to build a business if they want to. So let's get into it. Discbound notebooks are not a new thing. They're something that people have been purchasing for years, but where 3D printing really opens up a whole new world is in the way that you can quickly customize this for somebody. So not only can you 3D print the cover, the back of the book, and the discs to make the book, but you can take that cover and make it anything that you want to. You can put corporate logos on them and sell them to businesses for them to gift to their customers or their employees. You can make fun themed ones like Halloween or Christmas, and you can even make some for your own business that then when you go out and you're doing things, you're carrying it along with you and it's got your logo on it so that you have something in your hands that's always going to be speaking for you. But where I really think that these could shine on a store shelf if that's something that you have. There are so many possibilities with these, and I'm excited to be able to show you all how to make them so that you can take it, put it into your business, and see where they could possibly take you.
To get started here, we need the actual file of the notebook cover. So if you go into online models in your Bamboo Studio or Maker World and look for 3D mini notebook cover, and you can see the file that I am using here. And what you want to do is just grab this and download it. Then what we're going to do is we're going to hop over to Maker World. You're going to scroll down until you find the mesh graffiti option there. It's one of their newer options on Maker World. Click on that, and you want to open up the file that you just saved for that notebook cover. Then you're going to want to make sure that you're looking at it at the right angle. So you can use the little box there, just click on the top, and then it will be facing you in the right direction if that's the way that you want your image to go. Once you're in here, you can see you have a couple different options. You can put an image on here, you can put text on here, or you can change the color. Just to show you kind of playing around with the color, you see that if you click on it, you can choose whatever colors you want. You can use the bamboo set filament colors, and you can kind of color around whatever you want to do. And again, you can add just basic text on it as well if that's something you wanted to do. But I don't actually want this, so I'm going to X out of it so that it doesn't save, and I'm going to upload an image. I already have my bakery logo there that I'm going to use for this, but just beside it to the left there, you can see where it says upload. So that's where you would be able to pick whatever image you want to put on. Once you've uploaded your image, you're going to see that right away it will show, but kind of like a bit of a ghost image on the screen. Now, you don't want to click down on the notebook cover until you have it properly sized. So you could obviously see when it came in that it was way too big for me. And now I'm just trying to size it down to see exactly what is going to work for this. I think I'm going to go back up to 30 because that'll be a good size for me to make it fit how I want to fit on the page. And then what happens is once you have the size, you can click down. It will just take a quick second and you will see that the image will go darker. And when that happens, that tells you that your image is set on the page. So you can see, obviously, I move my mouse around. I still have that ghosty image, but now I have that darkened image on that cover where I want it to be. If I wanted to put multiple images on here, I can change the angle. I could upload more if I wanted to. I can play around with it however I want to make it. And then I'm going to click on the check mark there to confirm that I am done with it. Now I can see that I have 4 colors to the side there, and for some reason there are 2 whites, which I don't need. So I'm going to remove the one white, tell it to combine with the other one, and I should have just the 3 colors, the white, the purple, and the black. And then I'm going to export the file so that we can get it into Bamboo Studio. Then you're going to jump over and open that file within Bamboo Studio, And you can see how it comes in here. Because I want to print on the holographic plate, I'm going to make sure that I have chosen the smooth plate. I also have my layer height set to 0.14 because I just want to make sure that I'm going to get a nice look afterwards. There's not a whole lot of layers to print. And I also want it to print face down because it's on the holographic plate. So I'm going to make that switch, and there's not really anything else that needs to be changed. So I'm just going to go into slice plate, get it sent off to the printers, and we're going to see how it does. So the first sample print for the discbound notebook cover is printing right now. And you can see, based on the reflection in the video here, that I am choosing to print it on one of these reflective surfaces. It is a smooth plate, so that when it's done, it should have these hearts on the front of the notebook cover. For me, something like doing this is actually really exciting because, first of all, I love a good agenda. Many people out there do, but I've struggled for the last few years to find something that is really highly customizable, and that's what these books are. I want something where I can put in blank pages, lined pages, put in a monthly calendar or a weekly calendar, put in a checklist for to-do list or goals oriented stuff, that kind of thing. So I'm excited to make this and post it up to my audience and people local and just see what the feedback is, because it can really open doors in terms of what can be done locally for other businesses. Selling business to business is huge, or even just doing standard covers where maybe it's flowers or hearts or Christmas or whatever that might be. There's so much possibility out there in this world. So we're going to start with the cover here. I'm going to wait until it's done, and then I'm going to use the purple and I'm going to make the discs. And I really am just so excited to get this finished, put it together, and see how it turned out, and let my brain just go into all of the possibilities with these. So I will show you when the cover is finished. All right, it's finished. Let's see how it turned out. Okay, love the heart reflections on it. It is a bit of a messy print though. So you can see I just, for whatever reason, like some black smudge there, some black smudged there. I don't like how that looks in terms of a first layer. There's just some gaps, and then it looks like something might have jammed there in the black because it's actually missing. It's not like that printed white, that is a piece of the black missing. So I'm going to print it again and see if I can get a cleaner first layer so that it has a nicer look. But I love how it looks with the holographic hearts. All right, take two. Let's see how this one finished. Oh, so much better. I love it. I love how the holographic plate makes it look. That's just something to really take the print up a notch. And when you turn it, you can even see like the different shading of the hearts on the purple versus the white. It probably doesn't translate very well on the camera, but just to give you close-up view of the holographic part. So that's awesome. I am going to get the rings printed and the back cover. I have paper arriving for it tomorrow. I cannot wait to just put it together and kind of build my own little thing out of it. I hope that this is something that you guys have found to be helpful, and I'm ready to play around and make some more detailed covers. I want to see what I can do perhaps in Nomad to, maybe this is all made out of hearts, but the hearts are going to stand up more so that it is more 3D off of the cover and not just flat. So I'm definitely going to try to teach myself how to do a little bit more of that. Now we have the pieces printed. Let's quickly get all of the little discs put together so that we can put together the notebook. So the way that we do this is all of those discs, once the two pieces are put together, just pop in along all of those tabs. And then you're going to take your papers, not a massive stack, but there's about 25 sheets here. And you're going to push those onto those discs obviously going through one disc at a time, and then you're going to put your cover on, and that's it. You have built your notebook, and you can build this notebook over and over again however you like. Take it apart, add new pages, customize it however you want for yourself, for your customers, and use this as a tool to grow your business.
I hope that you have enjoyed learning how to make these notebooks with me today. I love the versatility of them. The fact that you can put in lined sheets, blank sheets, monthly or weekly calendars, to-do lists, whatever it is that you want, you can make it so that your customers could mix and match. Maybe it's something where at a market you have a selection of covers and backs and the discs to put it together, and then they can actually build it themselves on the spot. That is not something that you are going to see offered in many places. And the fact that you could easily do that just by purchasing the paper is really such a unique thing that you can offer to people. Now, to do this at scale, you obviously want to consider what are your costs of buying the paper already punched versus maybe investing in a heavy duty punch where then you can just buy the paper and punch it yourself. And there's so many more things that you can get into with it. You can create tabs that then go into the books. The world of possibilities, I think, is so big when it comes to these. So I would love it if you dropped it in the comments below. Tell me if you think that this is something that's as cool as I think it is. Let me know if it's something that you will give a shot, perhaps try to introduce to your business. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you can continue to get the content as I put it out. I'm always here reading every single comment myself and answering them. I love hearing what you guys have to say in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy printing!